Oh, when it all falls down.
This the real one, baby.
Oh, when
Southside, South.
Where would I be without you, baby?
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock.
Say you're bad from reach back. Tell a pussy we no gun dip that. You know want none of this cause man a big dog. I see crime scene calamity. I saw with another G. Make them have a experience, no gravity.
What's goody? What's goody? What is going on, guys? Welcome to the 20-somethings podcast. I'm your host, Lex, also known as Lex Goody on my Instagram and TikTok. So make sure you follow me, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like and turn on your post notification bell so you can see every time I post a video. Here on the 20-somethings podcast, we talk about the unexplainable, unconventional, unprovoked, and provoked topics and life experiences while being in your 20-somethings. On today's episode, we're talking about the guilt that comes with doing what is best for you. I know this is something that I've definitely struggled with for a long time, still am kind of going through, and I know a lot of you out there can relate as well. So let's get right into it. And again, without further ado, make sure you hit your subscribe button and let's get right into it. So a lot of us have felt the feeling of guilt, right? When we've done something wrong, which is common. You know, you did some fucked up shit. I mean, you should feel bad. Like, shame on you. Shame on you. But I'm not here to judge. But you know, we felt the guilt from things that we have done wrong. But I feel like what doesn't get touched on enough is the guilt you feel from when you do something right. When you do something that's actually good for you. And the first time that I've ever heard somebody say that it's okay to actually feel bad after making the right decision is when I knew that no matter what taboo emotion you have, they're all valid. Like, they're all valid. So I think the thing that makes you feel guilt about when you do something that's right for you is the feeling of being undeserving. Like, I feel like you don't deserve the peace that you have now. You feel like you don't deserve the blessings that God is giving you. You feel like you don't deserve the happiness. Also, because you may feel undeserving because maybe along the way you've hurt somebody, or somebody along the way isn't happy with the choices that you made. With that, I just feel like guilt, it doesn't even come from us feeling like that. I feel like it be people that make you feel guilty for the decisions that you make. Like I said, you may have hurt somebody in the process. Somebody may not have been happy with your decision. So now they're kind of putting this guilt on you to make you feel some type of way, even though you did what was best for you and for them too. That'd be the weirdest thing. Sometimes you literally be doing what's best for the both of y'all. Like, if you in a fucking toxic relationship but nobody has the balls to break up, but it's you, like, you're the one that's like, okay, we gotta separate. Now you look like the bad guy, but little do that person knows is like, bro, we had to separate. Like, we were gonna kill each other. Like, we're not good for each other, you know? I feel like it's what others have tricked us into feeling. Like, people be tricking us into feeling guilt. Like, for example, like, okay, with your partner and you wake up in the morning and you're rushing to a meeting. You have to rush to a meeting. It's a very, very important meeting, and you made yourself a quick breakfast, and they're like, hey, you're not gonna make me breakfast? Like, what the fuck? Like, da 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 da. But you're like, yo, I gotta go. Like, I gotta get to this meeting, da da da. Then they're really over here like, yo, I really cannot believe you did not make me breakfast, and you always going to a meeting, you always got something to do. Like, they just always, now they're throwing shade, now they're throwing little things at you or whatever, and now you feel bad about it. Little do they know, this meeting is creating generational wealth for you and the family that you want to create with them. Little do they know, this meeting can change our life tomorrow. Little do they just don't get it. Like, I feel like people guilt trip people I feel like people guilt trip the people of the shoes. I feel like this is so difficult to say. I just feel like people guilt trip the people that they would never wear the shoes of. Like, people guilt trip the people that they would never wear the shoes of. Like, you would never put your shoes on a you would never put your feet in the shoes of a woman that is like in survival mode, working hard, trying to get to a meeting, because all you good for is knowing how to make somebody feel like shit. But so I just feel like people that just like make people feel guilty is people that are just too lazy to put themselves in other people's shoes. But you were the badass to actually wear the shoes and walk in them bitches, run in them bitches. Okay? Another scenario for like people making you feel guilty about making this right decision is like, say if you wanted to move across the country and you sell everything and you give away everything and you just want to go move across the country with just a fucking backpack, and everybody's over here like, okay, but we're gonna miss you, or you know, you're gonna get bored, you're not gonna like it, you're really gonna sell everything, like you're really just gonna give everything away and just leave. Mind you know this is something you need to do for your mental health. You know this is something you need to do to make sure that you don't delete yourself out of life. Okay, it's like that serious. But people are so self-centered that they're gonna put their projections on you and make you feel like, damn, am I really wrong for like going to find my peace, going to move away? Like, am I really wrong? Also, like a very humanly emotion that I know us humans have, like I realize that us humans have, is that we tend to feel guilty when we have peace and we know somebody that we love doesn't. You know, like if we there's just so many examples, like I said, with the moving away, and you know there might be a person that you're in love with or that's in love with you that's gonna be hurt, but they're not realizing you need to do this for yourself, or you're in a relationship that is not healthy and this person's going to be upset about it, and you know that they don't have peace in their life and they don't know how to be dependent on themselves. They depended on you in the relationship, blah blah blah. But what I've realized and what conclusions I've come to is that it's no point in feeling sorry for a caged bird that doesn't realize the door is open. I'm gonna let y'all sit with that. I'm gonna repeat that. I cannot feel sorry for a caged bird that does not realize the door is open. It's like, just because some people aren't ready to go fly out that door, even though they have free will just as much as you, doesn't mean you should sit here and suffer and feel guilt and feel undeserving just because this person doesn't have their own peace. Me as an ex-people pleaser, I always wanted everybody to have peace. Shit, I'll be the one to be like, I don't want no peace. I don't even care about having peace if everybody else around me got peace. But what did that do in the end? Fucked me up. It fucked me up. It left me feeling empty, unloved, used, betrayed, isolated. You gotta fill your cup, you know? Nobody's stopping the bird from flying out the cage. The door is open, but if people don't want to do that, it's nothing you can do. So personally for me, I feel like something that has helped me combat those feelings of guilt is me remembering who I was and how deserving I was before that season that I had to depart from. So who was Alexis before I got into that long-term relationship? Who was Alexis before I got into that long-term job, that devastating career, that devastating friendship? Who was I before that? And that's what helps me realize, like, yo, this has nothing to do with the season I just went through. I'm not defined by the season I just went through. I'm defined by the mission that God has put me on from birth. This was just a time period that I was supposed to go through. This was just something that these are just people that I just had to meet along the way. This is just a relationship that I had to be in. For this season, I had to teach that person something. That person had to teach me something. On to the next. I'm still deserving. I'm still deserving of a better life. I'm still deserving of peace. No matter who I've hurt or who has to say negative things about me, I'm still deserving. Don't get attached to too many people, places, and things, because at the end of the day, God put us on a mission. God gonna put you through that relationship for a reason, and you gonna go through. You supposed to be in God wanted you in that relationship, and you about to be in more relationships. Like, there's more shit that you gonna have to go through. There's more people you gonna have to cut off. There's more friendships that you gonna have to start and end. Like, it just don't stop. It's a never-ending evolution. But there's people that can wrap their minds around constantly evolving, and there's some people that can't wrap their minds around it, so they get choked up, and then they project those fears and those guilt and those triggers and those traumas on people who are doing what's best for everyone and who's doing what's best for themselves, because honestly, they're inspired. They're like, damn, I wish I had the balls, but I don't, so I'm gonna make you feel bad about having the balls. We're all teachers to each other, and we're all students to each other. You don't always gotta like your teacher, but I bet you learned something. You feel me? Like, you ain't gotta like your teacher, but you learned some shit. It don't matter what the age is. I've learned from all ages. My little cousins from 9, 13, 10, like all ages, elders, my peers. I've learned so much, and I know I've taught other people things too, not on some like this is what you should do shit, but you start realizing how humans work. You start realizing who you are when you were triggered by this thing. You realize the thing, your morals, what you stand for. Like, you just learn shit. Like, you just learn shit. And it's like, fuck it. And the more you learn about what guilt really means, the more people guilt tripping you and shit like that won't even have an effect on you. Because then you know that that's just nothing but manipulation and a motherfucking weak ass tactic of people projecting and trying to make you feel like them. Like, that shit not even real. Like I said, guilt should only come from if you do something wrong. But if you're doing something that's right for yourself, and any form of guilt, I promise you somebody put that on you. Somebody put that energy on you. That has nothing to do with you. Oh, look at guilt as a learning curve. As I'm not going to be around people that make me feel like this. And I'm also going to give myself grace whenever I feel like this. So I feel like either way is something to learn from. And I really, really, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I really hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Mwah.